Hey Jackals, in one of my previous videos we've done this star rating effect that displays the stars dynamically from 1 to 5, or how many you want. But what I didn't do, that I did in the thumbnail of that video, was that the last star was different from all of the rest. And that's what we'll do in this video. So before you follow along with this video, go watch the previous one and then continue with this one, because I'll just continue where I left off. So we have a star rating from 1 to 5 and you can change how many stars you want to fill in by using a duplicate node. In this case I'm using an expression because I'll show you something else, but basically you would type in here anything from 1 to 5. So this shape star node is the same as this one, it only has a different color so that we can see. Now this star shape is almost the same as this one, it has a different color and it has a bit of an animation and it looks like this. And I've simply animated the size, as you can see, the width and the height. I've used an expression here and simply connected the plus to the height, like so. And then you can easily just change the height. So you don't have to also change the width. So this is the animation, and what we want to do now is to dynamically change the last star, which we set with the duplicate node, to be a different color. So in this case it won't be blue. So here I have a few simple nodes. This star shape node is the same as this one, but it has a different animation. As you can see, it also has an animated angle that goes from 18 to 378, which is a whole rotation, so that it ends in this position. Now this duplicate node will set how many active stars we'll have. As you can see, currently I've set it to 6, so that I get all 5 stars displayed, but this will be actually 5, because this will be the last star, so this now affects this node, which is duplicate 2 dot copies, which is this -1, so that we get 5 blue stars and the last one will be pink or whatever color that you specify. And how you need to connect this now is that this duplicate will go here and this merge will go here. So we have that done, but we have some issues with the masking, as you can see. And how we'll fix this is that we'll simply connect the output of the duplicate to also the render node. So this fixes it, but if you have some animation like I have with this star that also spins, you can see that this animation is now actually different than what it should be. But because the animation is super fast, I don't think that's an issue. But if you don't have any animation, you can simply leave it as is. So now if I change the number of copies here to a full number, so maybe 3, this will automatically fill that many stars, and the last one will be the color that we specify. Now the last thing that I wanted to do was to animate this last star differently than the previous ones, but I wasn't quite successful. As you already saw, that this animation is different than what is supposed to be. But what I did is I took a normal rectangle, so I've animated this rectangle in the center position and width. Now it won't make much sense at the moment, but it will once we display also the stars, and I've simply added a duplicate node, made 5 copies and set the angle to 360 divided by 5, because we have 5 copies, and this gives you the angle, so 72. And now we can simply combine this render node, which is the star, with this. So now we'll get this effect. The lines are over the star, so we can simply use Ctrl T to switch the inputs and put the lines behind the star. And I will simply make 5 copies by connecting this merge node to this duplicate node, which makes, well, how many copies that we specify. So if we specify 4 copies, this will make 4 copies. But as you can see, the animation is also present in these stars, which is not what I wanted. But also the animation is fast, so it doesn't really make that much difference. So I think it's good enough. And the only thing that you may want to do is simply use the same color as you use for the star. So how you could do that is to simply add the background node here, as you can see, and you would simply need to change this color. And that's basically it. Now if you watched the previous tutorial, you shouldn't have any issues following this one, but if you did, let me know and I'll answer all of the questions. And as soon as I find a way to make these animations disappear and only have it apply to the last star, dynamically of course, so that we can simply change it here and we don't have to worry about all of the different animations, I'll let you know and make another video. Now if you found this video helpful, you know what to do. I'm Simon, and until next time jackals, keep it digital.